magical divine one. If this message has found you, things are really, really getting interesting for you. I'm also hearing that within this transmission, whatever is going to come through, is going to be of assistance to you, if this resonates, of course, in dropping something, in dropping a very limiting perspective, limiting paradigm that you have been playing in. Take it how it resonates, friends. I don't usually have that, like a sort of, let's call it a title, before sitting down to record, but I was very much called to record now, and this is me unshowered in the midst of packing. So, okay, if any of this calls to you, then I ask you to ground yourself in this beautiful, magical now. My name is Angela, by the way. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for giving me the permission, the pleasure, the joy of co-creating with you, of playing in your frequency. Okay, breathing as many times as you feel called to, breathing at your own pace, just breathing in fully to your heart space and pausing for a moment or two at the source of you, at the light of you, at the truth of you, before surrendering on each exhale, surrendering to the now, as it is, as you are. Okay, breathing in. Okay, so there's an opportunity knocking at your door. I'm also hearing that you may have been seeing variations of 4s. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords. Really interested. I'm going to see what this is beautiful, friends. So the knocking on the deck, I don't know if the mic picked it up. I'm assuming it did, because it seems to pick up every noise that I don't want it to pick up. If you watched, was it yesterday's video? It may have been on the other channel, but there was, I think it picked up a vacuum cleaner from another house. Okay, anyway. What's knocking at your door, this opportunity, like it's your dream, it's your heaven on earth. This is what I'm feeling with this Knight of Cups energy. This is what you've got to drop. So I'm gonna pull 3 alchemy cards on this card at the end. Most likely, unless I feel called to pull any sooner. But I'm hearing 3 specifically for that, because this 7 of Swords, this is kind of like, it's what I'm feeling here is, it's like you know that you know that things are working out for you. You know that things are shifting. You know that things are moving. You know that you're like 1, 2, 3 steps closer to where you want to be. Like you're almost there. You can see it on the horizon, or you can feel the energy of it. It's going to be different for everyone, because this is a collective reading, so we're all at different places, spaces, and our stories are different. The things that we came here to wake up from are all different. Same, but different. Okay, so this is like, do you see how he's kind of in a position of like, maybe there's something over there, maybe there's something behind me, like I'm not quite sure, I'm not feeling safe. Like this is the message of like your highest timeline has you, and the only person that can cause resistance is you. This is coming through again, right? The imagery, it's the same. It's like your highest timeline has you, and you've popped open an umbrella and you're causing resistance, and you're kind of keeping yourself stuck here. It's like turbulence on a plane. Yeah, this is turbulence on a plane, and it's all of your making, all of your creating, and it's because of something that you're allowing yourself to do that you know is not for you, like you know that this paradigm, you're beyond it. It's maybe you're triggered into it. Maybe it is simply like just a way of being, like a habit. Okay, whatever it is for you, however it is manifesting in your reality, it's like it's something that's got to go. It's density that is really not for you. Here we have the Hierophant, which is a 5, the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. When you deny your divinity, it's like you don't see, right? You're just kind of there, still not taking the step into the unknown, plunging yourself into the space, the place, the motion, or the ocean, if that's what calls to you, that you feel called to do. This is very much, because we have the 6 of Wands here, this is very much a plunge into all that you're really passionate about, excited about, inspired to do. Because I feel this inspiration, right? I feel I'm called to pull a card, just to a random one. We have the Fool. I feel this inspiration, this call to the 0 point. Like I feel that this is what you are experiencing at this time, and it can only be done with your permission, right? So when you deny your divinity, when you don't trust, you withhold. It's not that you withhold, but it is you're the universe, your source. So yes, you, but it's not withhold, it's just, okay, you choose not to choose you choose not to honor your divinity, you choose not to be all that you know that you are, because you know if this message has found you, you know your power, you know your magic. When you choose not to honor that, you get divinely compensated, and this is what the divine compensation looks like. When you honor you and you embody all that you are, your highest frequency, your highest truth, you are divinely compensated for it. It's all divine compensation, okay? So your 0 point has been activated. So I feel like there's this message has like a 2-part, this reading. So I feel called to, so we have this part, right? Your dreams coming true, your highest timeline, but you answering the call of the now. Okay, this message comes through for this collective a lot. I think in almost every message. But I'm really being called to speak about, speak about this. So alchemy cards and whatever else feels called to coming out. Okay, because when I took that other card, I just flipped the deck. We had the Fool. Right underneath it, we had the Moon, which is really interesting because it's also a circle. It's also a 0, right? So everything that is being illuminated at this time, right, that is kind of causing you to jump into this fearful, apprehensive, not quite sure frequency, energy, space, mind game. Everything is being illuminated for you at this time. Like things have really ramped up, which is why you may feel a greater intensity. Like for some of you, maybe you're like, your nervous system is responding in a really, really intense way, and you're like, oh. Okay, so my human feels like it needs to say something. Admittedly, I did brush my hair. My hair does not look this decent upon waking up in the morning. So that was the only thing I did prior to recording. This is authenticity, right? My human, for whatever reason. But I also felt called from Spirit. I'm getting confirmation here. It's like, friends, you're here to share like your weird quirks. Like, yeah, I don't mind showing up with unbrushed teeth and in my pajamas and no makeup, but hey, my human wanted brushed hair, triple one, and this is where you get to play with your human. And it wasn't because I cared about you guys seeing my hair looking messy. I mean, I think you guys have seen my hair very, very messy, but this is the way you play. This is the way you answer the call of the now, right? It's like you honor all that feels good for you and that makes you feel good. Okay, I know this is coming through because I know in spirit, in the whole spirituality thing, there is like a natural bad, natural good, da 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 da. Natural good, of course, Gaia, natural. But there's nothing wrong with like still being okay with other things, right? It's what calls to you, 1111. It's what feels good to you. You want to dye your hair, dye your hair. I had a conversation with somebody, I can't even remember when, but they'd like stopped doing that just because, well, everybody else was told them that, well, you know, you don't use chemicals in your hair, you don't do this now, you know, you're spiritual, it's Gaia, but that's not doing it in the right frequency. Okay, so you feel called to drop stuff, you drop it, but because you feel called to, not because everybody else is doing it, and you know, and now you feel like you don't fit in with the people because suddenly your frequency is dependent on how you choose to play with your avatar. You came here to have a human experience. What exactly that is in New Earth, I have no idea. I am very excited to find out. But my heaven on Earth includes fun and color and silliness, and sometimes that comes in a box and not from a plant. That's where I'm at. But at one point, 1, 2, 3, 4, there was a part of me that almost made myself small, right? This was at a interesting stage in my journey, right, where you're sort of discovering your truth and where you're quite like not aggressive about your truth, but yeah, a little bit, right? Because there's still so much ego there. You're at the point now where you can maybe see that there is a little bit of like so that phase in the journey, right? You know, if you're still here and this resonates, you know what I'm speaking about. So, you know, that stage in the journey, and it's like you have to almost like play around with everybody else's truth sometimes, like depending on you and your journey and your perspectives, right? Your trauma, the trauma that you hold, the stuff that you're waking up from, will very much depend on how you kind of play in that spiritual realm. But I do find, and I'm seeing and experiencing more and more of like, I don't call it dark spirituality, and I don't know why this is coming through. Maybe because of like this, right? But like, yeah, maybe that's it. Let's go with this, okay? Okay. So, saying that there is no such thing as dark spirituality, right? In the same way that there's no such thing as good and bad, but just to paint a picture, just for imagery, just for analogy. Dark spirituality, it like tells you, like, I'm actually gonna use an example here, like Sadhguru. I remember watching something about it where he was like, you have to work so hard so that when you're tired, your mind, when it's bedtime, you're so tired that your mind doesn't want to work, like you just can't think. Now that just goes again, that may resonate with you, in which case, beautiful for you. For me, did not resonate. Many things about that source of information does not resonate with me, and there are many other sources of information that in the same way don't resonate with me, don't resonate with you. But there are some that I'm finding, are like creating chaos in, it's like, there's, I don't know, go on, you guys are on YouTube, this is where you found me, hi, you know, of course you're there, you guys must have seen what I'm speaking about. Like there seems to be a lot of like, especially like, I'm almost gonna say like a battle between the sexes. I don't follow this stuff, but I kind of see headlines and I'm like, yeah, not for me, because it's not my vibe, it's not where I place my focus, my attention, my energy. But I feel like all of this stuff, it's very much so, it's making itself known to us at this time. You, the conscious you, always get to choose, right? To choose whether to focus on the trees, focus on the TV, to read a high frequency book, or to play on your phone. Neither is good, neither is bad. One is maybe more for you than the other, but that doesn't make it good or bad. Okay, so don't know why that was coming through for you guys, but I needed to come through for someone. Okay, this is really the illumination of you, right? And when we hear illumination, we're like, oh, beautiful, like a light's gonna be shone on me and it's gonna be beautiful. And yes, but the light comes from within, right? You shine the light. The illumination of you is really you, which is your reality, which is every being, which is everything. Your entire reality is assisting you in the illumination of you, which is you discovering the truth of you, which is you free from every limiting paradigm that you have ever played in. Okay, so this is really what is happening at this time, and this is the density, all the density that has been lingering. This word is coming through a lot, that has been lingering, and you're aware of it. This is confirmation, friends. This is not telling you anything that you don't already know. Okay, we got 3 cards, not surprising. Okay, we have Pluto, we have Xanthosis, yellowing. This card comes through a lot. Pluto's come through as well. Saturn. Okay, just being called to say that with the planets, like, this is your destiny, right? This whole destiny thing has been coming through a lot. This is like the planets have aligned for you, but until you choose to believe that it's true, like, you won't see it. You won't experience what this alignment like brings in for you. Okay. Ooh, there's the book. Okay. Friends, also I've packed away most of my tarot cards, so you guys are gonna be seeing mostly the same ones for the next little while. And we opened right on Saturn. Structure, authority, consequences. Saturn is known as the great ruler, the authoritative father, and the structuring force. Limitations, rules, logistics, and laws all fall under Saturn's claim, and they insist on our adherence. Saturn constricts, it corrects, it governs. The force of this planet is mind-boggling, frustrating, especially for creative types, as it can feel like one limitation after another. Yet its ability to support is unmatched. No creative project can come to be without the Saturnian qualities of commitment, endurance, and steadiness. The tick-tock of the clock reminds us of this planet's steadfast presence, eternally measuring. It's no surprise it's associated with the metal lead and the qualities of density and weight. To embrace Saturn is to embrace the foundation and become one's own central authority. It's not as dull or easy as it sounds. That's Saturn's secret. Read the poem The Core of Masculinity by Rumi. To ponder silence as power. Saturn is deeply related to time and chronology. It is linked to the Greek god Kronos and to Father Time. Consider your relationship with the clock today, and above all, don't be late. Ironically, and to the amusement of anarchists everywhere, the authoritarian energy of Saturn is said to reside in the middle finger. Okay, Pluto, which is 10. Oops. The underworld power compulsion. Pluto's realm is one of deep, undeniable power. Known as the planet of the underworld, Pluto has a captivating effect that pulls us into its depths, leading to all things excessive and Dysonian in nature. Images of the resurrection, possession, the sacred heart, birth, sex, and death are all symbols of Pluto's volatile energy. When this card shows up, know that everything will be amplified as if through a live wire. It's all about power and maybe even addiction. Though Pluto's force field can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us towards necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There is no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support that you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. Go deeper, watch the movie The Labyrinth to ponder the miracle of small things. Amplification is a powerful alchemical operation. Notice what thoughts and speech you amplify throughout the day and adjust as necessary. In palmistry, it's said that the energy of Pluto resides in the mound of the hand, above the heart line and below the head. Locate your mound of Pluto. Okay, and then yellowing right there. Okay, aging, transitioning, warning, indicating transition. The yellowing leads us to the next phase of our alchemical work. Envision the yellowing as pages of a beloved novel or the orca blanket of leaves in fall. This color seeps out to signify the beginning of the end, a return to zero. Even a deep bruise finds a yellow tint as it reaches its final phases of healing. In contrast, yellow can be the marker of long-awaited growth, as seen in the first rays of the sun and the chair of Cynthia in February. Whatever its message, yellowing tells the truth. It leads us forward like the vibrant canary in the mine, warning of what's to come. Take heed. This transition is here, whether by yoke or bow. How to respond is up to you. It's likely you already know. Go deeper. Look at Terry O'Neill's photographs of David Bowie in 1974 to ponder transition as a teacher. Imagine a rainbow with no yellow. The colors remain static, disconnected. The gift of yellow is the bridging of all phases, the full expression of life's spectrum. Yellow rides a fine line in art. The color is often interpreted as cheeriness covering turmoil, as seen in the late paintings of Van Gogh. Okay, so is there anything else? Yes, there is. Yeah, Six of Cups. What else? Eight of Wands. I'm feeling another card. Okay, friends, this is like your pain right now is gonna be amplified. I'm just gonna give it as it's coming through. Your reality right now is ramped up. It's gonna seem like the biggest. It's kind of like the biggest test, but it's not a test at all. It's just divine assistance in you dropping all the density that is not you, right? Because it can't go where you are going. It can't go to where you're going. It's gotta go here now. Like they say that's coming through. It's like every here now, right? It's something. It's a step for step. It's something that you choose in each and every here and now, which you give yourself permission now, and you follow through with you, right? With you just choosing you. Choosing what feels good, choosing what you know to be true, not what your brain thinks. So things are ramping up. This is where you kind of get to heal all that, child stuff, right? This is the space. I'm hearing 2 weeks. Take it how it resonates. I don't often give times. I don't feel, doesn't necessarily always feel resonant to give predictions, but when I feel called to, I do give the time frames, knowing that this is timeless. So whenever it finds you. But at the time of recording, so much has happened cosmically, like very much the planets have aligned for you, and I'm getting confirmation there that, like, well, the planets that have aligned for you, it's very much like the planets in your universe, but more so than that, like the the planets in every galaxy and every whatever have aligned for you. Like, that's the feeling here, friends. So, like, yeah, the stage is ready for you. It's set, and this is what they're wanting me to come to now. Okay, so your co-creations with Source, you answering the call that, I mean, it's going to be a call of the now, but it's really, there is something something that that you feel called to create. Maybe not in its entirety, right? Eight of Pentacles. There's something that you've maybe been creating already, that you feel, I don't know, like something's off, like the ducks aren't all in a row, or things aren't turning out the way that you felt that they would. Okay, this is really, this is you in your authenticity, right? Remembering that energy frequency is all that matters. So if you're doing something in a I'm laughing because this part of the message is also speaking to me very, very deeply, so thank you. If you're not doing something in your awesometicity, right, which is you, just you as you are, then it's like the one faking it, the one playing, that's the one who's gonna get the compensation, the divine compensation. So the divine compensation is gonna match the poser, for lack of a better way of putting it, the poser's frequency. And this is not to say, this is not to say that when you are playing in your way, in the way that you feel called to play, that you're posing, right? Sources wants this to be known very clear, that this is not to reinforce imposter syndrome, right? This is to break something there. Judgment, Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's all falling apart. Like, when you stop judging yourself, it doesn't matter what you do, how you do it, if the conditions are perfect, if they're messy, whom it is meant to find, if it is meant to find anyone at all, it will find them, because of your messy, magical awesometicity, right? Not because of your perfection, not because of your planning, not because of your everything, because you chose from here, from your heart space, and not from here, right? So the judgment gotta go. This judgment of self is going, it's leaving you. Or should I say, you are leaving it. because this is density and this is you. Your light body is, right? So pay attention to your thoughts. I mean, that one alchemy card was very much about the narrative and how you speak. And so pay attention to this, friends. It's gonna give you insight into what is amiss. Okay, what else? What else? Yeah, there's something else. Okay. The world, right? The card that comes after judgment. When you finally give yourself permission to just be and play and in just as you are, not when you're playing a role and you don't care, right? This is really where it because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you. It doesn't, or what you create, what you do. It's you. It's you. It's all you. And when you release yourself from judgment, you release the world. Like you release the world into to where you anchor the most light, right? That's one of the big ones, right? It's one of the big ones. You anchor your light, your alchemy, because it is alchemy, friends. So now anything that is sort of judgmental, it's alchemy. It's all about you. It's not about what you're judging, because whatever you're judging is telling a story about you. Listen to the conversation that your reality is having with you at this time, knowing that this intensity is here to heal the pain, right? And it may feel like painful, like healing the pain, right? Sometimes imagine not having anesthetic and you have to get stitches, like you're getting healed, but it's really, really sore while they're busy healing you. Okay, but this heart, this is your heart space healing. This is the space that you're in. You're in the space of your heart space has always been healed, right? But this is the illusion that you're broken, and this is like the shield that covered your heart space, the ego, right? The ego that thinks it's broken, that thinks it's sad, that thinks there's anything to judge, that thinks there's anything to really do other than be in the here and now, fully present, fully embodied in your light, your divinity, your magic, and just going from there. That is new earth living, right? That is the way of the new human. And if this message has found you and you're here, you are a chosen one. You are a new human. And the newness, it's been activated. You cannot go back. So why allow yourself, because it is you that gives permission for you to remain in the turbulence. It's like where you conquer your demons, you conquer your fears, because you realize that they're just, oh, I had a fearful thought, oh, like that's how much it matters. My car window collapsed into the door. No, my whole days, it's just, my car window collapsed into my door, okay? I'm gonna have to go fix that. Okay, let me go do that. Or, oh wait, I can't fix it now. I'm feeling called to do something else, okay? Right, that's the play. I'm not up here. You're the shield that covers your heart space. Like any trauma, any drama, any stories, any attachments. This is what this Three of Swords is representing here. And it's going. It's like it feels like having your heart ripped out to the human. Because there's still so much attachment there, and this is where your alchemy. This is why you have alchemy. This is what your alchemy was created for. And you contain it all. You contain it all. You're there. You're there. It's really it's the bye-bye to the old human. That's really what's happening. And that's very much the discomfort that you are feeling, right? You're in between worlds, realms. that's what's coming through. Okay, friends. If this reading resonated with you, then I thank you for co-creating it with me. Also, full disclosure, this is an important, interesting, weird one for me. I am using ChatGPT permission to, or basically getting it to use the description. I'm playing around with it, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, because I don't know. Anyway, so it's just something that, yeah, I'm playing around with. So yeah, just, I don't have the time to write the perfect descriptions over and over, like for each video, which I would love to do. My calling is my little one, and I have 2 hours, you know, if that, to kind of record and get things done, and with packing and with it, just with everything. My human has not found the ability to collapse time in that way. And yeah, so please, if I'm gonna put this out there, if this like does not vibe with you, please let me know. It's not something that I'm attached to. Okay. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.